Fruit tree forever blessed. I can give you fruits, but you have to do the rest. Welcome, 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 everyone. Welcome, welcome to Between the Lines, the poetry cast that has the ability to entertain, to teach, to inspire, to just create. Right, so of course my name is Simone Fruittree Dewar, the host of Between the Lines. I have been blessed to find my root within my tree, which is poetry and writing. And what I'll be doing today is just reciting a piece and actually going through and in and out and between and underneath and above these words, these lines. You know, what were you thinking, Fruittree, when these words came off your tongue? What was on your mind? Well, for this particular piece that you pick, similar to the piece that I did last week, more, it's on a 3-piece production, an EP called Thoughts Uncut. And this was one of the pieces that we chose to be highlighted. So it was more that you pick, and another piece that I have not done as yet. I'm going to be doing that next week. That one is called Hey You. Now, that you pick is a saucy little number, and I cannot wait to recite it and actually go into it. All right? So, without further ado, let me start. Is it a do or a do? Here we go. Bim God, we observe, we not absorb. But more time though, we have to ask bad mind. And that you pick, who you try style when you file. Jaja, give them an inch, violators want take a mile. You still a do your poetry thing? How can I explain to a puppet without strings that there's nothing better than finding your lost wings? You just forget everything at birth. The moment you remember, it's like touching the sky without having to leave the earth. Hard, I know, to comprehend. We've been competing forever, trying to be real with fake friends. And that you pick, and that you pick, yo, and that you pick, Mike, and that you pick, hey, and that you pick, and that you pick, and that you pick, fake friend, and that you pick. Been a minute, we stop live for them. Smile and grin, still wish the best for them. But a long time we forget all them name, strangers they become, while animals can't tame. Love and light, you know. Fruit trees the name, and every day me a grow. And that you pick, and that you pick, yo. And that you pick, bad mind, and that you pick, yo. And that you pick, hey. And that you pick, hey. And that you pick, fake friend, and that you pick. Low my floor. I beg you, low my floor. More time we prefer the enemies, the foes. But I them thing I keep creativity upon its toes. There's no stopping this. I asked for my gift and was given this divine lift. So low my floor. May I beg you for low my floor. And that you pick. And that your pick, yo. And that your pick, pon mine, and that your pick, eh. And that your pick, yo. And that your pick, eh. And that your pick, feel friend, and that your pick, yo. And that your pick, eh. And that your pick, eh. And that your pick, hypocrite, and that your pick, yo. Exit over there. There's the door. Not you begging on all fours. Oh, you see the greatness, and it little too late. It's all love, but it have to be from far. Peace and love, sis, never war. L to the O to the L. Seriously still. And that your pick, and that your pick, yeah. And that your pick, but mine, and that your pick, hey, and that your pick, hey, and that your pick, hey, and that your pick, fear friend, and that your pick, and that your pick, yo, and that your pick, hey, and that your pick, hypocrite, and that your pick. The end. All right, so that was that you pick. I love that piece. It makes me laugh, especially the repetitious part of saying a that you pick, but mine are hypocrite or fake friend, you know? Yeah, man. So that is that you pick. So let's jump into it, right? In the beginning, you hear me say, Bim God. We observe and absorb. So Bim God is I Talented, my composer. You know, we spent some time putting the project together. So at the beginning of this, I must making him know, you don't know. Mim God, we observe, we absorb. This is actually a very serious and important line for me personally, because growing up, I think I would probably be categorized now in the internet era, you know, when you see all these reels, these spiritual conscious reels or whatever the case is, especially when they're putting or contrasting, for example, a narcissist with an empath. I would say I would be categorized as an empath growing up. I feel like a sponge sometimes. I feel like I soak up everything. I soak up energies. I soak up emotions. I soak up, even when the people them not talk, them not come out of their mouth. It's like I just soak up things. I go in a room. It's like I just feel what's going on. You don't have to say anything. I feel it. So it took me years to understand that, Simone, when you're soaking up so many emotions, it throws you off so much that it's like you completely lose the plot. You lose yourself. You forget what it is that you were supposed to do. You know what I mean? So it took me a while to understand that happened through my awakening process of not necessarily traditional meditation, because I will say that I don't do that. Just me being quiet, me being silent, me spending a lot of time with myself and getting to know and love myself enough to know that what you have going on inside, Simone, can occupy and transform so much in your life that you really don't even need to absorb. So I'm so conscious of that now, that when I am out in public, or if I'm out with a friend, or if I'm even spending time with the closest person with me, whether it be my man, my children, my parents, my siblings, whomever, my close friends, sometimes they have their own little energies where, if you don't mind sharp, them throw you over yonder. So now I am at a stage where no matter how much I love you, and if I want to help you in any way, shape, or form, I'm just going to, if you come to me with something, I'm going to listen to you. If you want that advice, I'll give you. I'm not going to soak it up anymore. I'm conscious of it. Like, Simone, no. The soak up thing done, you're not sponge. You understand what I say? And then people, dishwashing liquid. No, girl. Stop it. So I'm listen, I advise, I'm going to keep it moving. I'm not absorb your thing because you are not a part of me. You're actually outside of me. So why am I going to absorb your energy? You know what I mean? So I'm now so aware of that I can love you without feeling the need to absorb you. All right, so that's basically what that is about. Being God, we observe, we don't absorb. So I can actually even be in a situation, a meeting, whatever with people and hear them even throwing and projecting things to me and just look at them and just observe and just kind of chuckle in my mind and say, blessing, bless up yourself. You know what I'm saying? All right. Even God will observe and observe, but more time though, I have to ask bad mind. And that your pick? More time, now that I'm aware that people project because they may not be where they need to be, and there's a part of them that's lacking or a part of them that feels uncomfortable or insecure in whatever way. So they project to you their lack. And sometimes, especially in our culture, a lot of people, it's not that they're bad people or whatever the case is, but bad mind, envy, jealousy, and everything, they come into the play, it comes into life. You are the one that needs to be aware of that and shut it down and look into yourself and ask yourself, why am I feeling negatively or negative thoughts towards my brother or my sister or my friend or that person? So the human side of me now is asking, one more time I have to ask man mine, and that you pick? Why are you picking that out of all the things that you can pick as a fellow human being? You can pick positivity, you can pick love, you can pick blessings, you can pick, I'm so happy for you. But no, you choose to pick bad mind. Why? You understand me? I'm sorry. One more time, don't have to ask bad mind, and that you pick? Who ya try style when you file? Jaja, give them an inch, violators want to take a mile. So that line now is who ya try style. Again, bringing it back to Jamaican culture. On the road, you hear man and woman, people, man and man, friend, whomever say, yo, me ya try style, me ya style. All right, so I'm thinking to myself, more time I'll go hairdresser as a woman. When you hairdresser style your hair, them put it a certain way. Them put it in a zone. You don't know you're having curlers, you're having gel, you're having spritz or whatever. It's style to the way that it now move. So people will try and style you. People will want to put you in a one way, put you all in a one like a box. Put you, you're idiot, go there so. Yes, I will put you, yes, style me. We are trying style. You mad? Me a conscious being, me a free spirit, we are trying style. When your file, this is now where I am coming outside of just being a divine and going into my flesh. And I said, oh, yeah, try style. When you're a file, your file is a junk crow. What you do? What you do to me? I know you're a file. Rumors are spread about you from what I don't need. What you try do to me? Who you try style? When you file. And then it's like, I catch myself and you say, I say, you know what, I'm not even going to go say nothing. I just say, Jaja, let go that. Give them an inch, violators want to take a mile. That is self-explanatory. Give people an inch. All the time you give them an inch. You give them a break. You give them the benefit of the doubt. And them just terrible. You know what I say? Give them an inch, violators want to take a mile. You still do your poetry thing? How can I explain to a puppet without strings that there's nothing better than finding your lost wings? So now I jump into the case of, it's literally me, this is a true story, it's me going into a space, seeing somebody that knows me for years, know that I was in corporate, know that I was doing this after school, whatever the case is, and looks, squares me up in my face and say, yo, Simone, you still a do your little poetry thing? I still that you do? And then I am looking at this person in awe and in like, you've that really come out of your mouth? Because guess what now? I'm now at a space where my poetry is gems, it's my treasure, it's my gold, it's my diamonds, it's my everything. So I'm looking at you like, how dare you in my thoughts, in my mind, still with a smile on my face, you know. And then in my mind, I try to explain to myself, how can I explain to a puppet without strings? You girl, you boy, you person that don't know self, that's just going around on this earth, living for people, living for likes, living for clout, living for whatever. Still showing off, still showing people, oh, this is what I have, this is what I bought, this big old woman, big old man like yourself. So me, I say, oh, can I explain to a puppet without strings that there's nothing better than finding your lost wings? Why should I even stress myself in regards to explaining to you, a person that is still blinded, still walking on this earth, not knowing your divinity, still completely flesh-like? And you know what? Let me bring it back and try and balance the thing a little bit. Some people are never going to be me. Even though my belief system says that we're all reflections of each other, and I know within myself that we're here on this earth to really know self, find self, and do what we're supposed to do. Some people are just here to just breathe and be. You know what I mean? Some people are here to really just be a successful being on earth. Some people, so I have to be careful too in regards to me being somewhat of a zealous, judgmental person too. You know what I mean? What I think divinity is might not be what another person think it is. So I have to be careful with my thoughts as well. But that brethren of mine, you know, who says, hey, you still do your little poetry thing, Simone? And then I'm saying, how can I explain to a puppet without strings that there's nothing better than finding your lost wings? No, there's nothing better than finding your lost wings. For me, a person that has been a free spirit, a beautiful spirit. People normally love me. I normally get along with people. I'm somewhat of a chameleon. I can go into any setting, any environment and be happy and deal with change well. But at the same time, there was always that little inkling that, something not right, something I can't put my finger upon it, but something not right. I can't just go through life. Just go through life so. And just wake up and it's the same situation over and over. No, man, something not right. So the moment that I started asking those questions in my bed by myself with my light off, no phone, no TV, no chattings, and it came to me and said, Simone, you're here to write, not to be a sheep or a yes girl all your life. Yeah, that was like me finding my lost wing. I could stand up in it and say, people said to me, Simone, what is it that you do? I can look at you and say, yeah, I'm a poet and an author. And I say that without faltering because that is what I am. And I have much more to add to that arsenal. I'm now a podcaster. But just I say, you know what I say? Let me clear my throat. So there's nothing better than finding your lost wings. You just forget everything at birth. The moment you remember, it's like touching the sky without having to leave the earth. You just forget everything at birth. Remember now when you come from that spiritual realm, that watery realm in your mother's womb, and you come out into this physical realm. You forget about you, your true spirit, your true self, your higher self. You actually even forget that you're born complete, because we have to go through this session or earthly lesson. You know, there's so many things that we're taught, or we're born into sin, we're born this way, we're born that way. Is a man or a woman have to complete you? There's so many things. There's so much confusion that you have to go through in life before you take you take your life for what it is and say, yo, I'm going to hold this, hold the bull by the horn, and said, no. You just forget everything at birth. You don't remember nothing, unfortunately. So you have to find, you have to learn, you have to relearn, you have to unlearn, you have to do a bag of things for find you. But you see, the moment you find you, is like a magical explosion of creativity, of love, of joy, of peace, of abundance, of health, wealth. Is like all of a sudden you're aware that you are the giver of all these things. All of a sudden that fear, that doubt, those things that you were curated to hold on to, it leaves you. Now mind you, everything you come and go. It's actually a daily practice. You have to practice it. You know what I'm saying? Just like how they put us in all that systematic teachings growing up, whether it be school, church, this, that, hospital, anything, we are taught over and over and over. It's regurgitated over and over and over. So it's embedded in us. So just like that, when you find yourself and you are now aware and like super conscious, you still have to practice daily for you to hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like touching the sky without having to leave the earth. Hard, I know, to comprehend. We've been competing forever, trying to be real with fake friends. Yeah, man, them thing, yeah, them kind of reasoning, yeah, them kind of meditation, yeah, is very hard to comprehend on this earthly plane, on this physical that we live, because as I said earlier, we have been conditioned to think outside of ourselves. We have been taught that we need to be like that person or this person. We need to study like this. We need to accomplish what that person did. We need to be a replica of, you know what I'm saying? So what ultimately happens is somewhat of a confusion. That's why we're so competitive as a human race. We are in constant competition with each other. So even if you love somebody, it could be your man, it could be your mama, it could be your papa, it could be your friend. Unfortunately, we have that little thing in ourselves that we self-sabotage and sabotage others just because it's taught behavior. It's actually psychologically inside of us to hurt the people we love, to drag down a person when they're sitting on high, instead of saying, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Okay, so what you say, you did go inside of yourself and you did ask for them thing and you did all a meditation and that you did do for reach us. All right then, mama. Let me take a page out of your book. But we don't want to do that. We prefer for say a person where they are and drag them down. You know what I say? And I even see this happening with people that are successful, even monetarily or financially. They're up there, they have everything. But they might buck up a person when they know that maybe, I don't know, like for an example, that person is a holistic practitioner somewhere and very humble, very calm, very, drive a normal little vehicle. Who knows, maybe rides a bicycle, blah, blah, blah. But it's like deep down within yourself, even though you're accomplished on the physical realm, there's something that's telling you that, but that person, seem so joyful and happy within themselves and they don't really have anything. What is it that's making this person happy? Where is that joy coming from? So what we do, instead of trying to reach out to that person and find out, where is this coming from? Where is this, perpetual fountain of joy coming from? It's not going anywhere. How do you get it? We look down and we start to judge and come up with a bag of things and try and belittle or try and flop the person by publicly embarrassing them for whatever reason, So what I do now, trying to be real with fake friends. Then I repetitively go back, and that you pick, bad mind, and that you pick, and that you pick, and that you pick, and that you pick, hypocrite, and that you pick, and that you pick, and that you pick, and that you pick, fake friend, and that you pick. So this is me just saying, yo, bad mind, we're all flesh and blood, this is just a physical house now. I'm not even go that deep for make you know how divine you are inside. And how you're really supposed to tap into your spirit is not the other way around. You know what I'm saying? But even just to keep it on a human level, why do you have to drag people down with your words and with your thoughts and with your energy? Why can't we uplift each other? Why is that so difficult to do? That's the question of the day. You know what I say? So after I repetitively said that, no, bad mind and that you pick, low my flow. May I beg you for low my flow. Just low my order. Low my movements. When you see me, low me. You don't know what I have done to be here. You don't know what I've done. So allow me. If you don't understand it, don't assume and try and put me down. Come to me one away then and say, boy, Simone, you're on a different trading, What is this about? You mind me asking? Me tell you, me give you it. It's like a river, I'll give you that. It's my pleasure to tell you what's going on. You know, somebody say, low my flow, man. Don't try block me, brother and sister. More time I prefer the enemies, the foes. Me I make you my so-called friend, family, whomever is close to me. Me make you know say, oh, I prefer the enemy them, because guess what? I know who my enemy them is. So I'm not gonna run up in them not gonna run up in me. However they feel about me, it's already been said. So I know where I stand with them. It's nothing worse than having a so-called friend, somebody that you think that checks for you. And when you take a stock, at the gully, them use you like a map in the dirty gully. No, man, I better you be my enemy. More time I prefer my enemies, man. Yeah, man, the foes. But at them thing, you keep creativity upon its toes. Can't hear one now. I'm grown now. I'm just grown now in my meditation. So when I see certain things like that, all it does is when I'm in my bed at night, I say, kudos to you, mama. You step on some toes, Them toes they need to get step on, because guess what? They have to live for them, They have to live for you. So the more you find you, the more you bring out you, it's going to step on people's toes because they're used to the old you. They're used to the stagnant you. They're used to the follower that was you. They're used to the gossiper that was you. So now that they're seeing this you, is uncomfortable for them. So all you can do is take it and say, I am on the right path. Just go deep down now in your creativity. Know that you're here to create. And go deep in that. You know what I say? Open that Christ consciousness there and go in it. Go into it. Be as weird as you can be, as my daughter always says. Mommy, you're so weird. I am happy to be weird. You know what I say? Alright, so what I did then, I say, but a them thing they keep but a them thing they keep creativity upon his toes. Then I repetitively go into that you pick again. Then I say, exit over there. There's the door. May I make you and everybody else know, say, yo, if I'm too much for you, you don't have to be in my presence, mama or papa or whoever. You can lovingly take away yourself, Yeah, man, exit over there, some man. Come and have no tolerance for the F-freeze. I hear some there and I hear some me I go stay and I hear some me I go grow. Like a tree planted. You understand what I say? So if this is too much for you or too little for you or too weird for you, bless up yourself and leave. I'm going to say, okay, exit over there. There's the door. And then I turn around and I say, oh, you itch by the door. And I say, oh, exit over there. There's the door. Not you begging on all fours. Guess what? After me go through me and make you know, say me there, I saw me there, And my sister say, oh, may I tell you to free up yourself, let go. But you're still there. You're still there because you look for me because deep down, because we are reflections, deep down you look for me and say, yes, a blood cleat. I find Simone find herself, Mama, there was she for there, So it's like a part of you say, you're cheating yourself. So maybe you need to itch up and there with mama for a day and make you all a serious reasoning. You understand what I say? So it's like you itch a little bit now, me I say to you, oh, not you begging and forth. Oh, you beg now, you beg for me, look upon you and tell you, oh, me find my little poetry. I hear you. All right then, mama, guess what? I love me saying no, so me sit down with you all day and tell you that, but me I gonna make you know still. Not you begging on all fours. You see the greatness, a little bit too late. I gotta help you, I gotta do that for you, I gotta love you, but mama, me love you from afar. Cause guess what? Sometimes I have to protect myself. I don't really know where you there yet. So I don't really want you to feel like, oh, because my mama full of love, and mama full of peace, and mama full of this, me's a pushover. So me love you, but me love you from far. Peace and love, sis, never war. It's all peace, it's all love. Me's not a warmonger. But it have to be from far. Me help you from afar. Me send you all an email. I don't know. Send you one text. Yeah, in my own time. But me really see where you're there. But me really see if me and you are aligned. You understand what I say? Peace and love is never war. L to the O to the L. So basically I say L to the O, L-O-L in the mama. I laugh over your side and I try to embarrass me publicly for put on my art, for put on my calling. But I still make you know say it's all good. It's all love, it have to be from far. Peace and love, sis, never war. L to the O to the L. I'm just a laugh off of you. But I just make it know after I done laugh, I say, yo, serious is still. Serious is still, Because I'm a soldier in this, But I feel like, say, I don't want to come water down my thing. My thing divine, my thing is not of this earth. My thing is within my universe. Do you even know what that is? Have you even taken the time to search yourself? You understand what I say? So yeah, I'm say serious still, and then I go back in a repetitive, and that you pick, bad mind, and that you pick. And that's the end of that piece. That's the end of that piece. Powerful piece, It's also a piece to make you know, say, you have to turn up in your thing. Because really and truly, if when poetry they come to me back in the day, and me really in my real flesh like Simone self, where back then, me I kill work, and I want to go certain place, I want money upon me. I want that girl vex if I don't have no money, I want to go certain place, I want to do certain things. if me did really look on the poetry, what did I come and the writing, and I said, oh, how poetry I go? How this I go? How this I go pay my bills? If I didn't really ask them questions and shun my goal, shun my jewels, or come shun my treasure, what me that the writer now? I would have a piece, I would have any poet, I would have any books. I wouldn't be able to perform. I wouldn't have anybody coming up to me and say, yo, Simone, I ball when you do that piece there. I have a purpose now. You understand what me I say? So I did take that little thing, that little God blessing will come down upon me and harnessed it. I honed my craft. I owned my craft. So yeah, that is it, you know. That your pick. That your pick. That your pick. Mankind. That your pick. You don't know. It's our third episode of Between the Lines, and it was absolutely beautiful. I love the vibe. You don't know, this is your girl Fruittree, and I'm forever blessed. I can give you fruits all day, all night, but you have to do the rest. Ashe.